Welcome. In front of me is a Oppo A1K, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that I can do on this device. So we're going to start off with a home screen mode. So let's go into the settings, and under home screen and wallpaper you'll find home screen mode. And what this will allow you to do is choose between two different layouts. So one is the first one, standard mode, is more resembling like an iPhone kind of thing, where all the apps being on your home screen, while the drawer mode basically adds a drawer like this, just a typical Android kind of thing. So you can choose whichever one you like. Now moving on, also in the same section, home screen, you'll find home screen layout, which will allow you to add additional icons on the display, so we can fit more of them on a single display. And it works basically system-wide, so also the app drawer will have more space now, and everything else. Yep, so moving on to another one. This is something that you typically see on the stock Android phones with the navigation button right here. So it has like the little pill tab right here, and then just a back button. And on this device you can actually enable this. It's semi like in between gesture navigations and not really, but to enable it you would have to go into the convenience aid. So right here, navigation keys, and you'll find it right here on the bottom. And we can also choose if you want the back button on the right or left, so that completely depends on you. So you can, for instance, choose it like so. You can see that the back button is right now on the right. You stop it and it's now on the left. And the way this works is you tap on it for it to act like a home screen. You slide up for it to go to recent apps. So that's home, that's recent, and that's back, because for instance it doesn't really it doesn't have a back function, which is kind of wonky in my opinion. But it also allows you to do one more thing if you actually have multiple apps open, which I actually don't. So let me add a couple more things so I have a way to showcase it. So once you have multiple apps open, you can actually switch the apps quickly by just sliding this. Now it works, the more apps you have, I guess the more functional this will be. Normally you can, if you're in the app, you can swipe to the side that you don't have a back button, so where it's empty. So if I have a back button on the left, I want to slide the pill to the right, like so, and we'll just cycle through the two same apps. As you can see, go settings, Chrome, settings, Chrome. You can also slide and hold, and then it will bring up the recent, which you can actually slide through all of them in this case, as you can see. And once you select whatever you want to select, you just let go and it automatically goes into the full view. So it's a fairly nice way of navigating, most certainly better than the one that is stock on the device. Now moving on, I'm gonna showcase the split screen, which will allow you to use two different apps at the same time. And if you're wondering why would you want to do that, I think the best case of use for this is when you're trying to listen to YouTube. So listen to some music there, or just watch a video, but for instance, or listen to a video I would say, but you don't really want to pay attention to what is happening. And as you know, if you close YouTube, it will just literally pause whatever you're trying to watch. Now keep in mind that this doesn't remove the pause on a lock, so if you lock the device it will still pause, but it will allow you to do additional things while listening, for instance, to music. So I'm gonna launch YouTube right now, like so, and let it load. Also gonna mute the sound. And there we go. So for instance, we can tap on a video and you can see that it's playing. Now normally if you quit it and go back to the app itself, it will be still paused, as you will see. Skip the trailer. You can see that it's paused. Now there is a way to actually keep the video playing. So let's go into the split screen by tapping on the buttons here, and it opens it up in this split view. You can tap on play and it will automatically start playing, and from here you can also add another app that you wish to use alongside of this. Now I'm not sure if this is the stock way, because sometimes, I guess depending on a brand of the phone, it will show you either the recent or your app drawer. But you can just press the home button like so, and it will minimize this. So the video is still actually playing in the background, it's just you basically don't see it, but you have the use of the entire phone right now. And you can also open up additional app. So for instance, I can choose Chrome like so, and you can see that it opened up Chrome and it's loading it while the video is, well, I think it's basically finished actually, about a couple seconds from being finished, but you can see that it's still going. I haven't actually paused it or did anything with it. I just tapped to bring up the control. So you should be also able to resize it like so, to basically have just the video itself. And let me just open up something else that will showcase or have a little bit longer runtime than this. So let's launch trailer, and you can see that it's running in the background while I can continue to use the Chrome right here without any problem, and it's working just fine. And like I said, if you hit the home button, it will actually continue to play, so you can see that it's still playing. It doesn't pause it. So it's a fairly nice way of multitasking and allowing you to listen to music or other stuff on YouTube without actually having to be solely focused on YouTube itself. Oh, and if you want to quit it, you can just tap on the X like so, and it goes into full view, or you can just completely drag it out of the view and it will also close. And the last thing that I want to show is the app lock. So this simply allows you to lock an app. Also, when you tap on the button right here, besides the split screen, you have a lock function, and this basically allows you to lock a certain app. I think there's already settings should be locked too. So you can see that there is several apps right here, I think 5 around, and when you tap on the button to clear them all, basically throw them so they don't take up RAM, you will see that it closed 3 apps, not 5. And if you go back to recent, you will actually still have 2 other apps. Now, this is probably the most useful for music players, because when you clear out and you close music player, it also will kill the music because the app is basically turned off now. So you could, for instance, play music. This is one that is installed on a device, so that's what I'm going to use as an example. No thanks. And once you actually have it open, you can tap here, lock it. Let's just unlock these because that's not necessary. And if you're listening to music now on the music app, you can kill them, and this app will continue to stay open, so it will not turn off your music. And it helps when you have, well, this is more helpful, I guess, when you have a lot of apps open and you don't really realize, you don't pay attention to things like, for instance, music running in the background. It's just kind of more natural, and you just clear out your all your apps and by mistake kill also your music. So this is a fairly handy thing to have enabled. Now, if you found any of these tweaks and tricks helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.